What's up, dudes and dudettes? Let's get started. Alright. Hey! What's up? How's it going? Hey, Thunder. How you doing? Sorry, I know it says I'm playing Pro Skater. I was playing Pro Skater like a few days ago. Nick's not here to change the category. But I'm doing art tonight. Don't let that label fool you. So I'm working on... Today's monthly art challenge for me is one that I assigned myself, which is learning how to do snow. Learning how to make things with snow, like... Because I feel like snow's one of those things that I need to get better at. Especially with the winter season coming up. I am thinking about maybe designing a Christmas sweater or Christmas stickers. We'll see. Or holiday stickers, sorry. I don't want to just assume. I was raised around Christmas, but I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. And if you see a weird mark on my elbow, it's because I hurt myself skating the other day. I fell. I'm not used to my new neighborhood yet. And I haven't been on my rollerblades since I moved, so I'm a little rusty. I really did get bruises, like it said in that title. Yeah, big oof. Anyway, I'm gonna try to invite more people to my server. You know, try to reach out. Problem is, I don't know which Connor Army members would want to join my server. I'm afraid to ask. Be like, hey, I know we barely talk, but you want to join my server? Yeah. People have said that Twitter was acting funny, and I didn't really experience it until yesterday. Either that, or people just or I got 6 or 7 unfollows because people don't like my normal work now that I'm not doing deck art prompts. I promise, I did a snowman bingus. Yeah. Yeah. You know what happens? I finally reached 2,230, and I thought for sure that I'd reach, yeah, that I'd reach my next milestone, but, it's not important. I mostly just use Twitter to interact with artists and the Connor Army. I know some of my gaming fans will probably be like, oh, why are you interacting with these people? Yeah. Not like I have to justify myself to strangers. I am trying to be more active and trying to be more social. Something I'm not very good at. But I am trying to get my lava lamp in the frame because I moved it. So it might be harder to do lava break. But thankfully, I created this new slide. I created a new scene in OBS for lava breaks. And here it is. There's supposed to be music, but I guess you can't hear it. But it's very basic. I'm working on creating a better slide, but until now, I'll be create an actual lava lamp animation myself. But until then, that's all I got. I was gonna send out my link to other Discord servers that I'm in, but my phone restarted by itself. So now I gotta wait. Might as well start coloring. I just got new game. Oh, that's cool. You know what's funny is I started to create I kind of want to share it with the Deck Art Games community. I want to do the Deck Art Games hashtag. Just be like, I created a Detroit Become Human card in Rocket League. Because I have like these, I have this decal that is kind of like reflective triangles. And the little geometric triangles remind me of Detroit Become Human. I have this I have like the crab topper. And so I wasn't sure if it would. I tried it out, it was like weird. But on the other hand, people will get the reference, on Krabby. So I don't know if I should include it or not, but I called it the Deviant. And I made sure that. Yeah. I created it myself. It was back from when I did a music class. It's a little rough around the edges, but I think it's one of my better tracks I ever made. I have another one that kind of mixes blues with new age called Roadhouse. Maybe that could be, because this channel's kind of mixing old with new. So maybe that. So I'm working on emotes for the Discord. I've never done emotes before. And I know I've made icons before, but the thing about emotes is that they have to be sized a certain size for them to work. And I don't know how to do that. So people wonder why I don't have any emotes. One, it's because I'm not affiliated yet. And another is because I don't know how to resize the emotes for Discord. But I will figure it out one way or another. But if I do have emotes, they'll probably be different colored lava lamp crystals. Different colored crystals. Yeah. Yeah, a CyberLife car. That's cool. I kind of want to make a Connor one, Like, I want to do a black car with blue and see if people get the reference. Or, especially, or not. A part of me half hopes that we might get Detroit Become Human swag now that Quantum Dream has paired with Epic Games, which now has acquired Rocket League, but I'm not holding my breath on that. It would be cool to have like, I don't know, a sumo antenna and maybe Connor's coin or something. But I don't know. What would a goal explosion be? Pigeons! Oh my god, yes. And the sound could be Hank saying freaking pigeons. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be hilarious though. But I think it would get annoying after a while. I almost didn't post this Pinecone one because I was not a big fan of how the line art turned out. But my mom's like, no, this is how real pinecone trees behave. They're not 100% uniform. It's true to real life, you know? And I was like, okay. So, I'm trying to mimic snow, and it won't be super obvious until I'm done with the coloring. This is kind of uncharted territory for me, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. And now that my phone's officially restarted again, I can send out my link to Discord and Twitter so that more people can come in. If they want, that is. I'm not going to force them to. Yeah. If you guys got any tips on how to resize images, it would be cool to have some of my digital edits as an emote too, because I've made all these digital edits over the years, and it'd be cool to have them as emotes as well. Like I have this it's funny that Brian mentioned Crab Rave, because I remember I had watched Detroit Become Human meme videos, and then I listened to Crab Rave on repeat, and I ended up creating a piece called Krabby Connor, which looks like Connor if he were in Crab Rave. And it'd be cool to digitize it and make it an emote. But we'll see. I gotta send out my link. Exactly. Oh, Mitch is on. Looks like we got a, yeah. Looks like we got a raid lined up. Assuming Mitch is still on by the time. If you like dogs, Mitch is definitely the person to go to. Because he does dog portraits. He did the painting of Pearl that's behind me. He's a pretty good artist. And don't worry, I'll get the music going soon. Normally I try to send out my link before I go live. I love Crab Rave as well. I swear, sometimes when I'm like sad or whatever, and I have doubts about being an artist or a gamer, I just listen to Crab Rave on repeat. It's just a bottle of joy for me. Sometimes I go like this when I'm listening to Crab Rave. I go, or I do what most people call white dancing. I don't know. One time I played Crab Rave and it let me put it on YouTube, and another time I got blocked for using it, so we'll see. Oh, no, I definitely need help. If you want to help me resize the emotes, that would be a tremendous help to me, Thunder. Like, really, you would be helping me out a lot. Right now, Nick is helping me polish up the overlay. So at the end of it, I might have a starting soon and a stream ended slide. That way it's a bit more, I think one of the things holding me back as a streamer is the fact that people don't always know when I'm live, because even when I say I'm live, I'm not really live because I'm posting my link out onto Discords. I need a counter and all these things I don't have at the moment. And now that I've improved as an artist, I can also fix up my channel panels so that when people look at the front page, the visuals aren't so fugly. It's like I'm a graphic designer, for Pete's sake. I should have better visuals on my channel. But we'll see. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I was in film class, I was behind the camera more than I was in front of it. So I've created these. I had to get creative when doing this setup. Yeah. And basically I have this art shelf, and I have a circle light with a camera attached to it, and then I'd sort of just reel it in and reel it out like a dolly. And that's how I can move the camera around without it falling on the floor. But it's not foolproof. Sometimes it might fall off on its own, and then I'll have to pick it up. I'm still working on lighting, sadly. So if you have trouble seeing the artwork, don't worry. My visual style is vivid enough at the end that you should be able to see everything. Hopefully. Yeah. It's not that I'm afraid of acting. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get stage fright a lot. The only reason why I'm not freaking out right now is because I know you guys aren't in front of me in person. I can just talk to a camera, and I know that I'm talking to somebody, but I'm not in front of them. If you guys were in front of me and you were watching me draw, I'd be like, it's not done yet. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool too. I could send you a few pictures of Pearl, so that she's kind of fluffy, so it probably would be hard to do an emote of her. Speaking of Pearl, want to say hi to everyone? Say hi. This is Pearl. Say hi, everyone. You say hi to the camera? Or no? No? Hi. Hi. Okay, yeah. Okay. So at the end of this, it should look like pine cones with snow on them. I'm designing my holiday artwork right now because that's what you're supposed to do, so that around Christmas time I can update my Redbubble, and I haven't updated it in years. Stop it. I do technically have a Design by Humans store linked to this channel, but that's why I did so many edits in the past. Because Design by Humans requires you to do digitize your work. So maybe I'll get back to that. Who knows? Yeah, she is cute. She's also a pain in the butt. She likes being in this room with me until I start streaming. Then she starts whining because I'm not paying attention to her. That in itself is pretty awesome and annoying at the same time. Oh, that's so cute. I love Toothless. Of course you know that. You saw my I'll Be Back slide. Fun story about that one is I was at a convention and I saw this guy who did metal plates. You know, metal plate art. And I knew from the moment I saw that piece, I had to get it. There were a couple of cool ones that I wanted to get too, but it was like $60 each. You know how much I charged for my artwork at my table? $2 per print. Because I know how hard people work for their money, and as someone who attended conventions for years, I know that the prices are ridiculous, but honestly, I had fun even if, yeah. I had a plushie for a while. I had two. I don't know. I had one. It was gigantic. But I had to get rid of it because when I moved, my mom didn't see the value in plushies. Because she's like, you're a grown-ass woman. And I said, there's nothing wrong with owning plushies as an adult. I have a Bendy plushie right here, holding my Game Boy Advance. I thought I was so clever when I created that setup. Yeah. You know, I wish there were Fall Guy plushies. I'd totally get that in a heartbeat. Little Fall Guys. I would make one myself, but as far as art-wise, I'm not exactly a DIYer, you know? I'm more of an ink/graphic design person. And occasionally, if I have the patience for it, animation. But I hope to make my own alerts in the future. But until then... Okay, so I don't know if you can see the branches yet. They're kind of... I knew this was going to be a challenge because I knew I screwed up the branches. I was like, frick, it's too dark. How am I going to salvage this? Yeah. Yeah. And, okay, this might be controversial, so don't hate me for this, but I don't consider myself super political, but I will say this. I am not a big fan of art censorship in any way, form. I believe that creativity should be expressed in any way they see fit. That being said, I like Instagram for what it does, but the fact that my account is getting shadow banned right now because of the election is ridiculous. I would understand if I made political cartoons, But I couldn't even like people's recent deck art prompts because I can't see them. I mean, I found them on Twitter. I usually like them both on Twitter and Instagram when I see them. I'm like, hey, I recognize them from Twitter. I'm gonna like it here too. Yeah. And I try not to care about followers, but they're kind of important to engagement. You know? So, because if they like the picture, then other people who may not be following me before could stop by and check it out. And I'm gonna start promoting my streams more on Instagram. I don't think Twitter is the right place for it because there's so much competition. Be like, hey, I'm just gonna do it in the description. Like, hey, I'm going live. Gonna color this deck art prompt or something. Because sometimes I color the deck art prompts. Join in or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick lava break while I submit my link out so that more people can join in if they want. Now that my phone's back to normal. So just give me a moment. I'm gonna turn off my camera for a second. Alright, back. I didn't do all the Discords I'm in, just a few of them, because otherwise we'd be here all day. I'm in a lot. So I'm gonna put some music on. Because, you know, life is better with some chill tunes. Great. So bear with me, this is a very experimental piece, and I hope it will turn out good, but we'll see. I forgot Twitter. Oh well. That Twitter only works like 50% of the time. It really depends on the time of day. Due to the time change, I might change my time to later instead of 5 o'clock, because let's be honest here, I haven't made it to 5 o'clock in a long time. I've been so late lately. 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time is usually when I start, but I've been really late lately. So I might as well just change the time. There, did Twitter. And I'm thinking about streaming Rocket League again. Rocket League is such a big part of my channel that I might as well get back to it. You can hear my dogs snoring in the background. What's up, students? Dudettes? How we doing? I was kind of shocked when I pulled this off, because this is my first time drawing pine cones. Can you believe that? Welcome. Yep. All about chill vibes here. Just kick back, talk amongst yourselves while I give it some chill art vibes. Oh yeah. I have a little backyard that has pinecone trees. One of the new things that I like from the house is the fact that there's like a mini forest in my backyard. I never had a backyard as a kid. We had a front yard, kind of. It was too small to be considered a yard in my opinion. So, you can hear the squirrels scurrying about the trees. And I'm somewhat of a squirrel photographer. I'm able to take pictures of squirrels without them running away. It's okay. Take your time. No. Now, normally I would have Monster or soda with me, but all I got for lava breaks today is a 2-liter bottle full of water that used to be Coke. But it's better than nothing. But yeah, I usually do art and games on Tuesday and gaming on Thursday. And I've got this, new Discord. It's sort of in its baby stages. It's not quite there yet, but I'm working on getting some more interaction in there. We'll see. Yeah. I'm not picky, but I will say that my favorite sodas are ginger ale and Mountain Dew. I love my dew. Not gonna lie. I have this really boring chair. It's not even an office chair. It kind of hurts my neck sometimes. But yeah, I'm working on one of the things I missed about the overlay was having a chat overlay so that when I exported these videos onto YouTube that people wouldn't miss any context of what's going on in chat. Pepsi is good too, but I don't know. It kind of has an aftertaste that is rough on my taste buds sometimes. Yeah. Seeing as I'm a kind of a social introvert, I don't talk much. But I'm trying. I realize as a streamer I have to talk and interact with my audience more. Before in the past, I wouldn't even pay attention to chat. I'd be so into my art. And that's mostly because a lot of people didn't comment. But I feel like I've come a long way. I used to stutter every sentence. I wouldn't even look at the camera. Now I'm looking right at you. Sup? Yeah. Exactly, you know? I sort of just like to go with the flow. I hope to do a music stream in the future, but I need to get a better laptop for that. I have used PC at home and Mac at school because we were required to use Macs at school. But the lighting. There we go. Hopefully I won't fall over. That's better. Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Oh, I use OBS, so Open Broadcaster. What you do is you go into a tab, you go into your scene, do a video source, add video source, and then you have to have 2 cameras. I technically have 3 cameras, but I don't use the 3rd camera. The 3rd camera is from my laptop. But I have a camera attached to a circle light, and then I have another circle light with another camera. And then for the slideshow, I gathered up what I thought were my best hits, you know, based on Instagram likes and likes that I've gotten on Twitter in the past. I don't like doing that, but it's what's required, you know. And then I do video source or media source, and you just upload it and you loop it. And this overlay I made by doing a template on a website called player.me. You can stream there too, but I like to stream on Twitch, but I have my Twitch linked, so it should you know, be streaming on player.me anyway, but who knows. Hey, no problem. No problem, I don't mind. I appreciate everybody, the ghost followers, the lurkers, the people who are just curious enough about my art and game channel. Why art and games? Because if I found when I did one side or the other, I would get bored really quickly. It's like, ah, man, I like art streams, but I miss my gaming streams, or I like the gaming streams, but I miss my art streams. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what to do about the snow. I do have some paint. Maybe I could just lightly dust paint. Yeah. No problem. I'm glad I can help. I know it seems like a lot. Believe me, I was overwhelmed when I looked up how to set up a overlay. I was like, crap, how am I gonna do this? But once I broke it down into smaller pieces, it seemed less stressful, you know? The slideshow is a new addition to my thing. I thought, well, what's one thing an art streamer has that I don't have? And usually it's a slideshow. So, something to showcase their finished or in-progress work. This has both. It has my in-progress linked line art, plus some of my graphic edits I've done. Kind of has the whole package. Both fan art and original work. Yeah. Now, if you're curious, there is a Go Live or self-promotion tab in my Discord, and you don't have to be a sub to promote yourself, seeing as I don't have subs yet available yet. But even then, I would probably just let people promote themselves as much as they want. My policy is you can be as inactive or active as you want, but I would prefer some activity, you know? There are only 3 rules to my Discord. Keep things in the channel that they're meant to be in. Don't be rude, and have fun, you know? The only way we can possibly have fun is if we interact more with each other. We can do this, Embers. We can interact. If you need the Discord link, just do !_ Discord. Or Nick can give you it if he comes. Nick is my boyfriend / mod. And the mods, or the heads of the channel, are called Fire Brigade. And if you want to be a Fire Brigade, just ask me. I literally need at least 2 or 3 more mods to help me out, because sometimes Nick can't mod for me. And then I'm left to mod the channel by myself. I'm trying to learn more about Twitch channels. But yeah. Oh, alright. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave the background white for right now. Normally I add what's called monochrome using my metallic pencils and some Sharpie, so that when you look at it, it sort of looks like a 3D picture when you look at it from under a light. You want to see an example of my monochrome coloring using my metallic pencils and Sharpies? I have one on hand. Hold on a second. So here's an example of a monochrome coloring that I'm known for. I use Sharpie, metallic pencils, colored pencils, and I blend them all together to create this sort of 3D effect. And hopefully that's what this will look like when it's done. Hold on. Let me find it. Find it again. There it is, found it. And I'm working on emotes, but I'm not 100% on how to do them yet. Yeah. Metallic markers are super cool. The only flaw about them is that they can override anything that you do. Like, they're not very good at being mixed together. You kind of have to do the colored pencil afterwards. Like with regular Sharpies, you can just add them onto the colored pencil if you have a steady enough hand. You know? That's my main gripe about them. Sorry about the beanie. My hair's getting so long I have to hold it back with a hat instead of my headband. I am going to get my hair cut again. But maybe after winter. I think I need the extra layer of heat right now. Yeah. Exactly. I was so proud when I found out this technique this year. Because for a while I've experimented with different coloring techniques over the years. But I think I found it after 12 years of being on the internet sharing my artwork with everyone. I think I found my coloring style. My main issue is that it's kind of pricey. The markers that I tend to use can cost up to like $60. Yeah. Stream. That is cool. I need to work on water. I'm working on snow this time. Normally I do like a challenge, you know, I go, okay, I want to work on water art. I want to work on fire art. Now I'm working on snow. I'm working on what makes snow snow, basically. Basically, I'm gonna try to do a monthly study of snow. Or 2 months, I guess, considering it's gonna be November and December. So we'll see. Yeah. Sorry, I have to lean really close to the chat to read because I don't have my glasses. I need to get new glasses. That's kind of one of the reasons why I haven't done Rocket League in a while. I'm like an old woman trying to play Rocket League. I'm like, where is the car going? I can't see. Not to brag, but I'm at silver right now, and I'm getting really close to getting ranked gold in Rocket League. I can't seem to make it past gold though, so don't hold on to your breath of me becoming grand champion, because I don't think that's gonna happen. Who do you think I am? Sunless Khan? Just kidding. Or Musty. Or who's that other guy? John Sandman? Yeah. Wow. You see, for me, this is going to be an exciting year because I just moved from California to Washington. Oh, yeah. I do have a private club on Rocket League. It's called the Fire Embers. And I'm hoping, just like Discord, that I'll have a small Rocket League community that we can all play together. So that we won't have to play against strangers. Unless that's what you want to do. But, I think it'd be fun for our community to play Rocket League together. All I need to do is figure out how to share the link. I don't know how to do that yet. But just, so far, it's me and Nick. Only. But I'm gonna figure out how to share the link. I don't know where the code is. But once I figure it out, I can share it. Oh, absolutely. I can invite you if you want, Thunder. So far, so good. I think that I might bring out my white paint. I'm just gonna do a light layer because I don't want to ruin it. So if you're new to my channel, I do what's known as a lava break. It's kind of similar to the dehydration break in that I just show my lava lamp and I rest my wrists so that I don't get carpal tunnel. And I can just talk with you guys. And it's really hot in here. I'm getting parched. I just saw that they added Heat Seeker to the online multiplayer for private matches, and I am really bad at Heat Seeker, so I need to get good, so to speak. I hope I didn't lose my progress. I think I accidentally deleted Rocket League off of my PS4. I hope I didn't lose the new car I made. That would have been embarrassing. Because recently, before in the past, I'm kind of an anti-cosmetic person on Rocket League for the longest time. It's like, I don't need those stupid fancy lights on my car. My car is good enough on its own. But lately I've been thinking, maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's good that my car can be visually pleasing too. So what is this? Sadness and Sorrow for Naruto? Jeez, this one's sad. I'm just kidding. What was my train of thought? Oh, right. So I did a huge makeover for my Rocket League cars. And it would be cool to do a little fashion show for you guys before I start playing a game for Thursday. Be like, hey, here's this car. I have specific cars for holidays. I have a car for Halloween, a car for Valentine's Day. I don't know why. I just want to do that. Thank you for all the follows. You guys are so nice. It's a real treat. Yeah. I mean, maybe if I do a little bit of a Rocky style training montage with Rocket League, maybe I could get to platinum. That's how I got to gold, is I would do the training sessions that they give you in the game. Like I would try the striker mode, or I would try the blocking mode. You know? Sorry I'm talking about Rocket League so much. I started out as a Rocket League streamer, and then I thought, what if I share my artwork too? And so now I'm sort of a gaming artist, I guess you could say. Sure thing, Thunder. You guys can ask me anything. I don't bite. Sorry, there might be a slight delay between the chat. I have it in real time, but you can't be too certain. I was thinking about getting Oh, sure. Absolutely, Thunder. Send me your Discord. Can you private message me, though? I don't know if I can join right now, because, you know, but maybe later. Absolutely. Of course. I'm also working on custom rules for my Discord as well. If you are a casual viewer, you're called a gatherer. You know, like a crystal gatherer. And if you are a streamer, I'm thinking adventurers or voyagers. I don't know. I'm going for this sort of fantasy / medieval theme for my Discord. The main team is the Fire Brigade. And the Fire Brigade is obviously in red. And then I created this chat room, the second chat room in my Discord called the Crystal Cove. And hopefully when I get affiliated, that will be the sub chat. The Crystal Cove is kind of a reference to Detroit Become Human. It's that pirate, it's actually called Pirate's Cove. Maybe I should change it to Pirate's Cove, but basically it's the amusement park level. Yeah. Back when Twitch had rooms, I had 2 rooms, but I didn't have much of a following back then, but maybe I can make those chats again. One of them was Spider Cop, which is a reference to Marvel Spider-Man, and the other one was 28 Wounds, which is obviously a nod to 28 stab wounds. Yeah. So hopefully I can make those chats again too. But we'll see. I don't want to make too many different chat rooms because I don't want people to be overwhelmed. Like I go into Jacksepticeye's chat room, or I go into Jacksepticeye's Discord. Jacksepticeye has like 6 different hangout chats. I usually just hang out and hang out too. But honestly, he should rename them. He should name one of them Meantime or Laugh. I think that would be cool. Yeah. Yeah. I understand that reference. I understood that reference. Cap is just so happy in Avengers when he gets that Wizard of Oz reference and everybody's just looking at him. It's like, give him a break. He just got frozen out of ice for 70 years. I used to have these little chat rooms for the MCU discussions. For if MCU movies came out, we could all talk about them, but seeing as the movies are probably going to be closed for the next millennia, I might have to put a rain check on that chat. I don't want it to be too cluttered, so maybe I'll make different categories. We'll see. Anyway, back to the Pinecone thing. Not bad so far. Oh, you did? I haven't played it yet. I don't have it yet. I have Ghost of Tsushima. I have the BioShock games. I have Cuphead. I have Days Gone. I have Rocket League. Detroit Become Human. And then I have Heavy Rain because Heavy Rain came with Detroit Become Human. I haven't played Heavy Rain yet. And then I have Vampire. I just need to finish that game. I have Human Fall Flat. That's another game our community can play together, is Human Fall Flat. How many people can you invite into that game? I don't know. But oh no. Did my silver dry out? I guess I'll have to improvise. Yeah, I heard about the glitches. Yeah, and I love Fall Guys, obviously. I've done like 5 or 6 streams on Fall Guys. What? It's fun. I haven't won yet, but I hope to. I've gotten so close to getting a crown, but I always end up falling in the last minute. Oh, yeah? Ghost of Tsushima has multiplayer? That's cool. I didn't know that. And then I have Unravel. I am pretty close to finishing Unravel. Unravel only has 12 levels, and I'm on level 9. So, maybe, just maybe, when we're finished, we can do Unravel 2, because Unravel 2, there's 2 yarn people. And then I have the Jackbox games. So, me and Nick did a murder party stream not too long ago. It was my first time streaming a Jackbox game, so at first I was confused as to why the game wasn't responding. And then I realized I had to use my phone for the rest of it. Yeah. Then I have Pro Skater 1 and 2. My favorite Pro Skater growing up was 3. 3 had such a good soundtrack. Of course, I might be a little biased, considering when I was a kid, my parents completely skipped over 1 and 2 and got us 3. Yeah. Oh, and guess what? My dad found our old Nintendo 64. I'm like, yes, I want to play Excite Bike. I want to play Diddy Kong Racing. I want to play Banjo and Kazooie. Set it up, Dad. You know? I'm just listing games I have now on the Nintendo 64. And the Toy Story 2 game for some reason. I don't know, that one seems kind of random to me. You want to say something that's cool? So this is called a retro machine, and it actually works. I could actually play games on this, but it's so tiny that I don't know how I would. Yeah. There was a Fry's near my house, yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty excited for Cyberpunk now. I do like Keanu Reeves, but I wasn't completely sold on the game yet. But now that I know Brian and Amelia are in it, I'm super excited now. And obviously I had drawn Vendy. I colored that drawing off stream because it was for an art challenge. I find that when it comes to art challenges, that it's okay for me to do those off stream because they're for a certain day. But my mom is like, "Oh, you colored it off stream," and I'm like, "Well." I have this drawing of Brian that I'm planning on coloring in the near future. It was for the prompt caricature. And it was my first time drawing a caricature. I've drawn chibi art before, so it's kind of similar. So I was able to do it. Yeah. Yeah. And there was this game that I was really excited for, but I'm pretty sure that it got canceled. It was called Skull and Bones. It was supposed to be a pirate game to compete with Sea of Thieves for the PS4, seeing as I can't play Sea of Thieves because I don't have an Xbox. But I love pirates. I mean, I cosplayed as a pirate for Halloween. A masquerade pirate for Halloween. So you know, I'm a big fan of the Pirates movies as well. Yeah. So I was kind of bummed, but, you know, we press on. Yeah. Yeah. I completely forgot that there was supposed to be a Connor figure coming out next year until I saw it on Amazon when I was looking up the Trip Become Human merch online. I was like, oh yeah, that's that little figure of Connor twirling his coin that's supposed to come out. I totally forgot about that. Oh man, there's this little thing here that there's this little branch that's giving me grief. There we go. I think that should be it, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean that it for that branch. Obviously I'm not done yet. Sometimes I use ballpoint pens, so sometimes you can't help but use the simplest tool is often the best tool. Sometimes. All the art teachers will have you believe that you need the biggest and best art supply out there to do your work, but that's just not true. I've done artwork with just nail polish and makeup, so anything's possible. Yeah. Oh, Sea of Thieves is on the PS. Sea of Thieves is on PC too? See, I didn't know that. Now I need to get Sea of Thieves. I say that because my sister plays Sea of Thieves, so it'd be cool to play with her. But, let's see. Somehow the camera moved. I have a metallic silver somewhere. Yeah. I've heard some good things and bad things about Sea of Thieves. Some people complain that it's just an excuse for someone to come over and attack you. That there's no real story, it's just to hunt treasure, and I'm like, isn't that the point of all pirate stories? I guess they wanted an overarching story like Assassin's Creed or something. I get that criticism. When I tend to get games that I think would have a really deep story, you know? I'm not always one to get new games unless I know for sure, based on the trailer, that I'm gonna like it, you know? Like, Detroit Become Human hooked me from its first trailer. Like, I was like, I need, like, there's not a lot of games where I can be like, that game's cool, I guess I could buy it. That's usually what I say. There aren't a lot of games that grabbed me that made me say, I need to buy that game. You know? Detroit Become Human was one of them. The other one was Rocket League. I was like, that looks like fun. I want to get the new Xbox so I can play Halo again. I miss Halo. I miss Halo so much. I grew up as an Xbox person, but my family had won the PS4 through the Taco Bell promotion. And so I was like, I don't know anything about PlayStation games. You know? Okay, so let me find the white paint so that I can do the snow. Okay. White paint check. Cup check. I was gonna use this week. I have another cup, duh. I was about to say, I was going to use this cup for drinking water, but I don't have a cup for the paint. Just kidding, found one. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I kind of miss about getting your art featured is that you knew ahead of time in the past. Brendan and Amelia don't do that anymore. Not really. It would have been nice to be like, hey, Fire, your art's gonna be shown in the next thing, you know? But on the other hand, I'm kind of glad I don't know ahead of time, because that way I can be surprised when my art pops up. But I don't know. My art was featured like 6 times in the last art stream, and that was pretty cool. Seeing as I didn't do all the days, I think I missed 2, so I did like 28 days. I think. Still pretty good. 28 out of 31 days. Not bad. There's just stupid plastic on the freaking paint. I might have to go upstairs to get scissors. I might have to do a small lava break to go upstairs. Alright, I'll be right back, guys, I swear. I need to get scissors for the paint, and I need to get a plate to put the paint on. But talk amongst yourselves. Get up and get moving if you have to. But don't go anywhere, because I'm coming right back. Alright. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Told you it was gonna be a short lava break. Alright. Let me just open this paint up. How the frick? I'm gonna have to take a rain check on the paint idea. Maybe I can get it open without having to... Well, that ended up being pointless. Okay. I figured out a way. Alright. I only need that much paint, I think. If I'm wrong, then I'm just gonna do small little touches to make it look like snow. And then I can put the music back on. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the ceramic skull that I bought. Maybe I can somehow make it into a wintry skull. I don't know. Who knows? I was gonna do something, paint it as a sort of sequel to my bloody pumpkin I did, but okay. Okay. Alright, music. That's right. I forgot. If you guys are tired of the current music, I can change it if you want. I just found a loop that doesn't have any ads on YouTube, so... I'm gonna move the cup. It's making me nervous. This is kind of my first time mixing paint with my usual ink technique, so I would just want to see if people like this or not. Normally it's not all that uncommon for me to mix mediums together, but because sometimes I take one of my ink art and I digitize it, and I use a realistic background, sort of digitizing it. That's weird. I kind of wanted it to be white here, but it looks more like a light green. I'm trying to do little icicles. And I could always fix it. That's the good thing about paint. It's very versatile when it comes to mistakes. Sorry, happy accidents, I mean. Maybe I could just make this branch entirely white. Like it's covered in snow. Get it? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Thunder.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus team up.
Oh my god. Epic story.
They told me ad free. They lied to me. Other than that one branch, it seems to be going according to plan. I'm not saying it's a bad branch, but it's not exactly. I'm having trouble with this particular branch. First I had to cover it up, and now I have to cover it up again. Maybe I can figure out a way to make it look like I'm doing this on purpose. Yeah. I want to practice things covered in snow. And for better or for worse, we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, it is? Yeah, I didn't know that. It seems like a long time coming though. I mean, the last one came out 3 years ago. I knew they were possibly setting up for a Miles game in case Spider-Verse turned out super good, so it seems like I was right. For some reason, one of my eyes are tearing up. Maybe I spent a lot of time not blinking. Alright. So far, so good. Except for this one branch. Yeah, I love Spider-Man too. Spider-Man is such a relatable story. I was the nerd in school. I was the Peter Parker of my school. So it's cool that... You know, I didn't really belong anywhere. I was too nerdy for the jocks. I was too athletic for the nerds. I was too tech savvy for the cool kids, and I was too cool for the outcasts. You know, I just sort of had, you know, an identity crisis, so to speak. You could say I deviated from the formula. of high school. Sorry, that was terrible. Me too. I think that everybody is so focused on the movies, they forget, like, for a period of time, it was Marvel for the movies and DC for the shows. Because DC, everybody, like, remembers Marvel as the one who started this whole cinematic universe for superheroes, but it was actually DC, because I remember, as a kid, DC had that cartoon universe. Like, Batman the Animated Series, the Justice League Unlimited, Static Shock, Teen Titans, they all sort of connected together. Or they were supposed to. Like, in Static Shock, he teamed up with Batman Beyond, and they were going to hint at a possible Teen Titans and Static Shock crossover, but Static ended up getting canceled, so that didn't get to happen. And I had half hoped, I'm still hoping to this day, that they're gonna somehow do that special. But unfortunately, the person in charge of the special, Dwayne McDuffie, he passed away. Dwayne McDuffie is the reason why Ben 10 was so successful as well. He was the lead writer for Ben 10. For Ben 10 all the way to Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. And when he left, I think most of the artists left too, because he was the art director. And so that's the reason why there's a new Ben 10 reboot. Because the old crew, you know. Sorry. I get into nerd mode when I'm talking about this stuff. And for a while there, it seems like the DC movies kind of lost their footing. Because for me, normally I love superhero films, even the ones people say are stupid, like Zoom or Sharkboy and Lava Girl. I just love superheroes, I don't care. But for some reason, Man of Steel was super boring to me. And then V Superman, I watched it in theaters, and I visibly cringed in my seat at the Martha scene. I don't know anybody who hasn't. But Wonder Woman was good. I love Shazam. And Aquaman, I've seen parts of, but the parts that I watched, I liked. So it seems like they're finally getting their identity as creators. I want DC to do well, and I want Marvel to do well. And maybe when the creators stop fighting, we could get a crossover movie. Because the creators for DC and Marvel, there is sort of a bitter rivalry going on, but at the same time, you often see Superman talking to Iron Man or something. It's normal for the cartoon, the comics to kind of cross over with each other. I have hope for that in the future, but I'm not holding my breath. It seems like the movie studios are taking beloved cartoon, comic characters and playing tug of war with them. And I just, it's like, you do you, and I'll give your movies a shot. Sorry for the long rant, but I feel like people forgot what movies are supposed to be about. Movies were supposed to bring people together. That's what it's for. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. For the longest time, when I was in the server, I just posted my artwork and then I would leave. I hardly ever stayed in I hardly ever stayed in the Discord to talk. I mostly stayed in the Twitter chat or Twitch chat, and for the longest time I was nervous to make friends in the Connor Army, you know? And then last year I decided to take a chance, and I decided to talk to people and make friends. But yeah. A part of me half hopes that some of the mods will talk to me and invite me back in, but maybe I'm just better off admiring them off the Discord. You know? Maybe it just wasn't meant to be. Because I'm a very out-of-the-box thinker. I don't like a lot of rules, and the Discord used to not have so many rules when they first started. But as the community grew, so did the rules, and I don't know. It seemed like I kept getting mod warnings every week because of my work. It's like, I am over 18. My stuff is gonna be gory. I don't know where the frickin' spoiler filter is. I'm sorry. You know? Yeah. And I half hope that some Connor Army members will join my Discord so we can continue to talk. Maybe I can make a private chat for just the Connor Army members to talk. Who knows?
This selenite gray is so pretty, isn't it? Wow. Jim, could you cut the hood for us?
But, you know, it's fine. I'm finding my identity as a content creator outside of the Discord, and I feel like a lot of more people are seeing my stuff now because I'm outside. There was so much competition because there were so many people promoting themselves in the self-promotion tab. You know? That seems like there's less competition and people are seeing my work more. So, seeing the positive? I don't know. I don't want to keep bumming people out when I bring it up. No? Let me just add a layer of snow here. It seems like this pine cone is gonna get... These branches are gonna get, yeah, I can fill them in later once the paint dries. Yeah. It's like, I'm not saying it out of bitterness or anything like that. Just difficult to talk about still. Oh yeah, I met Brian and Amelia during my when I volunteered at Comic-Con. It was super fun. Sorry, I'm not crying. My eye is tearing up for some reason. Maybe I am crying, I don't know. I've been told by many people that I'm too sensitive for my own good. Maybe they're right. Right? Maybe we can find a mix that's a bit more upbeat, like techno or disco or something, you know? Because that one was kind of putting me to sleep. I don't know about you guys. Non-copyrighted sounds is always a good place to get good music like that. Yeah. I want to meet you guys so bad. I just want to, like, most of my Connor Army friends are from the UK. And I kind of just want to hop on a plane and meet you guys, but, you know, there's a virus going on, and I'm okay, but that doesn't mean I should go. At the moment. Plus, I kind of have to plan it out because I've never left America before. Yeah. Maybe Yumi, Deem, and the others could meet at like a cafe or something. One of these days. I think my parents would be okay with it as long as they had a plan. Yeah. Maybe they want to go with me and see UK for themselves. Because I don't think my parents have been outside of the country either. Maybe my dad has. My dad travels a lot for work. He works at this place where they do 3D printed stuff. Like one time he gave me this baby Groot statue that they 3D printed. I don't know what happened to him. I think I broke off his arm or something. I felt so guilty. I was like, no. Yeah, I miss what I miss is having an artist table and interacting with my fans, interacting with you guys in real life. You know, we'll just like be like, hey, how you doing? Here's some art pieces I have. Man, when I was at the convention, I had a bunch of Detroit Become Human stuff because it was back in 2018. I thought they would sell because the game got super popular at the time. And I don't know. I feel like I get a lot of bad luck, like, you know, neighbor-wise when it comes to conventions, because, like, my first year at Artist Alley, I was by this place that sold zombie gnomes. And then the next time, I was right by someone who did hand-painted stuff. Like, they had these big paintings. I'm like, how can I compete with that? Yeah. And then they were walking around Artist Alley, and they were trying to get people to submit their artwork for a prize for a raffle. And so I was like, oh, why not? You know, I have all these copies of Color Palette, so my first volume of my comic Color Palette was one of the prizes. I don't know if the person who won it kept it. But I don't know. I tried to experiment with the first issue by making it read like a manga, you know, where it was kind of backwards for American readers. So I decided to not do that for the second issue. And so I think I might confuse people. Yeah. Nice. Ugh. Oops. What am I thinking? The metallic Sharpie isn't a paintbrush. I was trying to redefine the branches. I think it's stuck like that. Oh well. Yeah, I've seen some cosplay tents, and I've been tempted to get a costume before, but they were often overpriced. For me, anyway. Like, for some people, they're smart, you know? They save up a fortune before the convention so they can get all the cool stuff that they want. Me, I just go, well, let's see what I can afford. Or I beg Nick to get me something. I go, Nick, please buy me this. That's what boyfriends are for. And then he either goes yes or really? You want me to buy you that? He goes, okay. And then he asked me to buy him something. Or he goes, alright, but you gotta find something for me in return. And I go, okay. Yeah. Okay. So, that's kind of how we are, you know? He's like, what's in it for me? And I go, well, what's in it for me? And we kind of go back and forth like that. Yeah. Oh. So I'm gonna wait for that branch to dry, and maybe I'll be able to fix it during the next stream. I'm not done with this yet. This is taking a lot longer than I thought. That seems to be a trend with my art streams lately. They seem to be going a lot longer than I thought I would be. Just to give you a base on how long my streams used to be, they used to just be 1 hour. And now they're like clocking up to 3 to 4 hours now. I'm a real streamer now. Yeah. You know what posters are often really cool for video games or movies is the Japanese posters. Because my god, I saw the Japanese poster for Frozen once. And I was like, that's way better than what we I looked up what Let It Go sounds like in French and Japanese, and I'm like, man, that's so pretty. Not that Let It Go isn't a pretty song by itself. Yeah. Thank you, Thunder. Hopefully I can fix this. It's a kind of a big clump. I know that's kind of how snow behaves, but we'll see what I can do. Having a little pines coming out of a pine tree, little pines coming out of pine cones, why not? Just a little bit. To prove that they come from the same tree. This is going well, pretty well so far. Sometimes when I experiment with something outside of my comfort zone, it doesn't always pay off. Yeah. Yeah. Some posters are only like limited run. Maybe that's why. Sorry. I try to call him Brian as much as possible. It kind of disgusts me in chat when people just refer to him as Brian. It's like, no, he can, or refer to him as Connor. It's like he can play different characters, you know. I call him Brian in chat when I see him. I go, hey, Brian. No. I like whenever I donate or give a sub, he says, thank you, friend. I'm like, that's so nice. We only met once and he probably doesn't remember me. And I kind of regret that there's this one moment when I met Brian where he asked me what my fandom name was, and I told him it was probably too long. I wish I didn't say that, you know? Because he wanted to know what name to put. And I don't know, I kind of didn't want my name on the autograph. Is that bad? Some people just want a signature. For me, I sign all my artwork. So getting a signature from me for my art probably is no big deal since I sign everything I make. I even sign my concept sketches. That's how often I sign stuff. Mostly because I love how loopy my cursive signature is. I'm like, ooh, fun, you know? For me, signing is fun. I guess the one thing that I probably need to sign is my graphic edits. I don't sign those. Because it's hard to do signatures on digitally. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was in Red Dead Redemption. I remember that. I don't know, I think one of the things I miss about the Discord isn't sharing my artwork, it's interacting with the other members, you know? and seeing how happy they were to see me. When I go into the Twitch chat, it just seems like my comments get drowned out, even when I use the highlight feature. You know? A part of me wonders why I still sub if I can't access the Discord. I'm just like, why do I still sub? I could just continue to follow. But maybe I just like the satisfaction of having been around for 26 months. Like, when that popped up, I'm like, yep, that's right. Yeah. I don't know, I just kind of miss the community aspect of it. But I get it. I get why I got kicked out, and I'm trying to come to terms with it. You know, I almost went on Twitch chat the other day and said, hey, can I talk to a mod? Someone with an open mind. You know? Because one of the reasons why I got kicked out was because I have autism, and autism tends to cause you to lash out on people out of nowhere. So I sort of lashed out on one of the mods, and I guess they decided that they didn't want to give me the benefit of the doubt. I didn't mean to. I was under a lot of stress because I was moving to a place that I didn't want to be. You know? I sort of had to leave everything I ever knew against my will. Because my parents had to leave, so did I. But it's whatever. I actually tried to write a letter to Brian explaining everything, but I guess I'm not good at written word or explaining it right. Because they assumed I was talking about how toxic mods are. And I was like, no, I didn't. I meant that what they said was toxic, not that they themselves were toxic. Because they were when I was trying to explain my disability to them, they said to get help. And I said, and I was like, it's like, they didn't want to hear me out. They were just like, then get help. We're not here to help you. You know? And so, you know, a part of me wanted to explain that therapy can cost up to $100 to $1,000 a minute. I don't have that kind of money. And I tried to get help, but I tried to get help once, and a doctor sent me to a psychiatrist, not a therapist. Because I asked him, I said, hey, I need a therapist. And the first thing that the psychiatrist wanted me to do, after I just got off of the pills that I had taken as a kid, were put me on more pills. I had just turned 18 at the time. And so I was like, you know, I don't think I need the seizure pills anymore. I think I can focus and learn how to do things on my own. Besides, I didn't feel like myself when I took the pills. I felt like I was more prone to lash out because of them. Because some seizure pills or some medication can cause a increase in the symptoms, not a decrease, depending on it's like a side effect. And their solution was always to up the dosage. But yeah, I don't want to bring up old wounds, Thunder. I still love being in the Connor Army, but I still haven't fully healed yet. But don't get me wrong, next year or the year after next year, if there's a Connor Army meetup in Seattle, I am going. You know? Yeah. I am told that sometimes I can come off as rude on text, and I try not to be that way. When I tried sending the letter to Brian, I guess it was one of those moments where I didn't explain the situation well enough. So one of the mods kind of blasted me on Twitter. They didn't say my name specifically. They just said, okay, I'm going to lay down the law, you know, hinting that it wasn't Brian that read my letter. It was a Connor Army mod. And I kind of have told it would be Brian himself that would read it. But it's whatever. I have my own Discord now. I've mostly healed. I still love being in the Connor Army. I still love interacting with you guys. You know, it's just a little bit of a bitter wound. But I still love seeing screenshots of what's going on in the Discord from other Connor Army members that I follow. And just to be in on the jokes, you know? If not for being inside of it, you know? A part of me has that stupid hope that someone will whisper me to invite me back in, but it's an irrational hope. Yeah. Why are my eyes leaking? Stop that. You know? It's more embarrassing because I'm on camera. I don't want to... I'm not saying that I can't cry. I've seen people cry on a stream, but I don't want to embarrass myself, you know? Streaming is a lot like acting, you know? You kind of are expected to maintain a certain attitude or else people will leave. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to create a positive community, but I also want a community that's not afraid to get real, you know? That's not afraid to say it's okay to not be okay, you know? And I get that Brian and Amelia are trying to do that too, but sometimes I think that the community has kind of this... Exactly. But I just think there's kind of a forced... I feel like there's a forced positivity going on, you know? Because of the slogan. It's like people who who took Jacksepticeye's PMA out of context. PMA isn't about being positive all the time. It's about recognizing that you're sad and being okay with that. That's the PMA part. You know? So, yeah. I was starting to move on, but then Nick brought up me being kicked out again during one of my Fall Guys streams, and it reopened the wound, sort of. So now I have to start the healing process all over again. I'm starting to move on. I know he didn't probably mean to do that. I know he probably didn't know that he was doing that. Believe me, one of these days I can laugh about it, but seeing as it only happened 6 months ago, yeah. I think you can. Thank you, Thunder. Sorry. I don't want to be a bummer. You know. I'm always told by my family that I bum them out because I like to say what's on my mind. It's my greatest strength and my worst character flaw when it comes to making friends. Yeah. I'm the friend that you go to when you need honest advice. You know? I'm not afraid to not sugarcoat it for you. You know? Okay, where did I put the paint? Oh, it's right there. But yeah, I'm starting to heal bit by bit. Nick is like, I'll give it a year. And I said, it's been almost a year. I think if it were any other day, I'd get over it rather fast. But I had gotten banned on DBH Day, so I made a piece celebrating me coming back into the Discord and everything, but then it just turned into a bittersweet edit, you know? Well, I think what I'm most worried about is people thinking I'm a horrible person due to the fact I lashed out on the wrong person instead of seeing me as a person who made a mistake, you know? I think that's what I'm more worried about. Like, I think if I were to send any song to a Konami Discord mod, it would probably be The Reason. Because I feel like that sums up the situation. Yeah. Because the Car Army is the reason why I even started streaming to begin with. On Twitch, anyway. I streamed on YouTube before, and it was mostly just Rocket League videos. But they inspired me to think that maybe my art is worth streaming. I was afraid no one was gonna give a shit. But that ended up not being true, and I'm grateful for that. Haven't you here is proof of that, Thunder. Thank you for hearing me out. I was actually thinking about taking that mod's advice to heart, you know, actually going and getting help. But then lockdown happened. And then I lost the motivation to do so. Maybe when things are calmed down. Because I'm more of a face-to-face person. I know there are apps that you can contact a therapist with, but for me, I need something a bit more personal. Sometimes I regret having my, I always, like on Discords, I always check off my private messaging is available on Discord, you know. Yeah. Yeah, there was supposed to be a Connor Army meetup over here around April or March. But then lockdown happened. It was supposed to happen in Seattle. Alright, let's see if I can find my metallic brown. It will give it sort of a burnt umber type vibe for the pine cones. Find it. I think I'm done with the snow part of it. Here we go. Found them. I just gotta sharpen them now. Remember, the 5th of November. Yeah. This bass line kind of reminds me of Connor's theme. Yeah. Yeah, it just seems like streaming and doing art is the only thing I have left over from my old life. I thought about going back to school again, but I've never taken online classes before. And a lot of art classes are in campus only. So let's just say I don't have the right field for I didn't choose the right field for lockdowns, basically. My major is animation and graphic design. So basically, I could probably get a better laptop and do graphic design class at home, and the animation part, but the art class is required for the degree, not so much. Well, hello there. Someone wants to say hi to us. Come here. Are you saying it's time for a lava break? Are you saying it's time for a lava break? She gets so antsy when I'm not paying attention to her. Yes, hello, Pearl. I see you. I see you. Hello. You're so cute. Okay, down. Oh, really? Oh. She can be really sassy sometimes. I wonder where she gets that from. Exactly. I'm a sarcastic sassy, and I don't care who knows it. Guys do say they like a little fire. Maybe that's why a lot of guys bullied me in school. Mom said it was because they liked me. I just thought they were doing it to be annoying. Well, joke's on them. I'm asexual. Exactly. Don't worry, I'm thinking about making some flame emotes and maybe some crystal emotes or a lava break emote. There's still so many ideas that I have that I don't know how to execute. Like, how you resize an emote. What is considered a too detailed design and what's considered not too detailed. Because they say you can't get too detailed with the emotes. And I'm like, oh no. My artwork is all about detail. I mean, sure, I've done some cartoony work, but my work is starting to get more detailed as the years go on. Oh no, I got paint on my wristband. I'll have to wash them. I wash them regularly anyway, due to the pandemic. I'm like, I don't want... Whether it be on purpose or an accident. Sometimes I forget I'm wearing the wristbands when I'm washing my hands and they get washed in the process. Oops. Yeah. Nick understands that sometimes I'm not in the mood to hold hands or kiss, you know? He understands I'm asexual. And he's okay with that. I consider myself gray asexual. And that sometimes I'm attracted to him and sometimes I'm not. It's very complicated. I don't know how to label it. You know? As some of you may or may not know, I started off as a woman artist. As in, I drew a lot of women characters. And a lot of people thought I was lesbian growing up. Not really, no. I just think girls are easier to draw than guys. That doesn't mean I don't draw guys. Sometimes I draw Cat Noir. In fact, I draw Cat Noir more than I draw Ladybug. Because Adrian always has the better designs. Sorry, Marinette. But... you know, for a designer, you really need to amp up your costume a bit. You know, if you don't know what I'm talking about the superhero cartoon show Miraculous Ladybug. The writing is pretty good, but sometimes it has its problems. Like, they purposely try to put Marinette in these very embarrassing situations. Like, you get secondhand embarrassment just from watching the scene. I guess the French find that funny. I don't know. Situational humor isn't always my cup of tea. But... but when they get real, they really get real. Like Cat Blanche, aka the White Cat. You watch that scene and it's a roller coaster ride of feels. Oh, man. And they said that season 4 is supposed to be like Cat Blanche, and I'm like, no! I'm gonna end up sobbing through most of season 4, aren't I? Get the tissues ready. I joined the fan Discord for Miraculous, hoping that maybe writing for Miraculous will help me gain my writing spark back. Because when I took my screenwriting class, it kind of sucked the fanfic juice out of me. So now I can't write anything anymore. I can't write my original stories. I can't write my fanfics. The only thing I can write now is poems. So I've been writing poems in the description of my drawings on Instagram or Twitter. That's the only thing I have left over from my writing time. But I have this Read 800 one-shot series that I want to continue. It's like the only one that I have on AO3. And, I kind of ship Read 900 and 800 kind of interchangeably. Yeah. Yeah, Paris. Yeah. And they used real locations in Paris as an example in Miraculous, so you can actually see pictures of the locations they used. It's pretty cool. Like, I saw pictures of the actual bakery that Marinette's house is based off of. The only reason why I go to Paris is 1, to try a genuine Paris dessert. 2, to go up on top of the Eiffel Tower. I'll probably get scared out of my mind because I'm scared of heights. But I'll still do it anyway. Go to the art museum where the Starry Night is. Because Van Gogh is one of my inspirations. He's the reason why my colors are so vivid. I used Van Gogh as an example for coloring. The shading technique that I use, where I'm off to the side, that's called the Da Vinci. So I guess Leonardo da Vinci is also one of my references, indirectly. So always know what your inspiration is. Yeah. And obviously I have some anime / Western cartoon influences, and I kind of combine those together sometimes. But yeah. It would be nice to get back into writing. But maybe I just need a break for a while. Maybe I need a year or 2 away from writing to really reflect, because a part of the reason why I stopped writing is because I'm trying to rediscover who I am, really, as a creator. And I feel like I wrote those stories in a time when I knew what I wanted. I knew who I was. You know? You don't want to force yourself to write. It's not healthy. Plus, I find that most of the plot lines that I came up with back when I forced myself to write were kind of stupid. At least to me. And I have these principles when creating my stories. I feel like a good story balances multiple genres at the same time. Like a good story has drama, a good story has humor, a good story has action and suspense. Those are the elements I use in my stories. So oftentimes, my superhero stories kind of have an edge of sarcasm and humor and self-aware humor to them. But I feel like they would be at home in today's self-aware humor that's in film now. You know? Because a lot of people liked it back when I wrote them, but I feel like a lot of people would like them better now. Okay, Pearl, go lay down. In a lot of ways, what I'm describing is kind of like the Pixar formula. It's like I'm following the Pixar formula without realizing I was. Like, that's what they, like... I took this Pixar analysis class in college, which was basically just a class where you watch Pixar movies and you try to dissect the movie afterwards. And obviously I was good at that because I've been watching Pixar movies since I was a kid. Of course I know my stuff. I watch Super Carlin Brothers. I watch Seamus Gordon. I watch Watso videos. If you never heard of them, they are Disney / Pixar YouTubers and you all should check them out. They're really awesome. They go over Harry Potter and Star Wars as well. Yeah. I mean, they're kind of fun to watch, you know. So let's see. I've met Brian. I've met the Nostalgia Critic. I met Doug Walker once. It was at Fanime. I kind of tried to ask him a question, but he kind of brushed me off because he had to go. You know, he had a huge line. You know. I met the voice actor for Billy and Zim. I've met the English voice actor for Naruto, Meili Flagon. It was at San Francisco Comic-Con. It was like the hottest weekend in recorded San Francisco history, so everybody was steaming hot in the convention. She was kind of, I could tell she was kind of agitated because of the heat. So we just kind of hurried up, did our picture, and I left. You know? I don't regret meeting her, though. I just wish I could have met her when she wasn't, you know. Yeah. I wasn't wearing a Naruto shirt in the picture, though. I was wearing a Genos shirt. Yeah, I was wearing a One Punch Man shirt. Hey, here's a fun fact. Did you know that Naruto is technically in Yes Man? So Yes Man is a comedy that Jim Carrey has starred in, where he basically tries to say yes to everything. Meili Flagon is the cake girl, the girl that does celebrity cakes. So technically Naruto is in a Jim Carrey movie. I didn't know that. I just found that out now. I just find that funny. Yeah. And then I wanted... Yeah, she's like the celebrity cake maker. Yeah, I love Yes Man. Every time I feel down about not being included in stuff, I watch Yes Man. Because it inspires me to say yes to more things. Because oftentimes when people ask me to go out or do stuff, I always say no. Mostly because I'm afraid I'm gonna have another freak out and ruin it for everyone. You know? I can't always control when my disability strikes up. So I try to save people from my mood swings, so to speak. And Mom's like, oh, you shouldn't try to cut yourself out. I have faith that you'll be able to control it someday. And I'm like, well, it's been 25 years, so I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to promote mental health as something that isn't toxic. It's just something that good people have to go through as well. You know? Not all of us are violent. Not all of us are gonna shoot you or kill you. Some of us are just trying to live our best life. And then there are people like Donald Trump who try to make our lives harder. Like, I can't get medical insurance on my own now. Because I have a pre-existing condition. My mom is trying to convince me to go to the doctor to get diagnosed for autism. My disability is so rare that people haven't really heard of it much. But it is similar enough to autism that I tell people it's on the spectrum, so I'm not lying. And it's kind of similar to Asperger's and stuff, but it's so rare that no one's ever heard of it when I mention it. I think I can count on the number of people on my hand that I've heard of my disability. But, if you're curious, the Awareness Day is on May 15th. And the color of the banner is orange. And it's called Tubular Sclerosis Complex. So TSC for short. I have a link so you can donate to the cause of the TSC Alliance in my channel info. I actually tried to have a charity stream last year, but I found out. Yeah. Yeah. Even if people decide to block me or make me feel like I shouldn't talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it anyway because it's part of my identity, you know? I've been denied stuff due to this, you know? I just feel like it's important to talk about. Yeah. And I'm not saying this out of bitterness, I'm saying it out of awareness for everybody out there. That you shouldn't always believe in common misconceptions. Because although it is sometimes true that there are more people with worse conditions than me, and there are people like that, we're not all like that. You know, it's like, you know. Like, I just want to share my art and gaming videos with everyone. The fact that I'm disabled shouldn't stop people from enjoying my stuff, you know? In a lot of ways, a lot of the good artists were disabled. Beethoven was deaf. Edgar Allan Poe had depression. Vincent van Gogh literally made himself half deaf. It's just something that's just part of... There's like some sort of connection between mental health and creative people. You know? I think I'm getting close to finishing up these pine cones. Normally I do one or two colorings, but lately I've been so focused on one coloring per stream that, like, how long have I been streaming? Almost 3 hours. See, this took longer than I expected too. But if I were to be honest, I'd rather have a stream where I'm coloring one piece and I took my time to make it look good, rather than do 3 art pieces and rush it. So, I'm okay with it. Okay, Thunder, see you. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for hanging out. It was good talking to you. I think I'm almost done anyway. Thank you. Hopefully the next time you're in chat, I'm in a better mood about certain things, you know? I just been feeling kind of depressed lately. Hopefully I'll be better soon. Alright. Let me get the paint again. Who knew? Who knew snow had so many layers? Just happy little snowflakes. Just kind of mix them in there. I'm putting them on the pine cones, but you can put them anywhere you want. Because they're happy little snowflakes. There we go. Interesting story about snow. I've only been in the snow 2 or 3 times in my life. And now I'm 1 hour or 30 minutes away from snow. So hopefully I can see snow for myself. I have never seen fresh snowfall before. I think it might be fun. Maybe see how Pearl reacts to snow. I'm basing this off of, you know, my feelings of where the snow should go and photo references. I have never actually seen pine cones in snow before. Unless you count stock video and photos, which I certainly do not. Stop! Pearl, get off. Off! Girl! That's... I know, Pearl. I'm almost done. Be a good girl. Stop. She's batting me in the arm. Oh, really? She's got something to say to me. She's got a bone to pick with me. Oh, yes. Alright, put the paint down again. Okay, where did I put? Anyone else feel like they gained 1,000,000 pounds during Halloween, or just me? I like too much candy. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow to the pine cones. You know, just to brighten them up a little bit and add some contrast. Not a lot, just a little. Pearl, be careful. If you knock over my camera dolly, you're paying for it. Just kidding. So we got this person that I think we're gonna raid. His name is Mitch. I don't know his last name, but he does dogs and cats, and I think you will like him. The doghouse community is really nice and welcoming, and I have a few friends over there that I think you guys might appreciate. I just gotta finish up this pine cone real fast. I know my line arts can be a bit messy, but at the end of the day, we're all here to see what we'll look like in color. Shh. Quiet, Pearl. Sorry. Sorry, guys. She's being very vocal today. Stop it. Alright. So I think... Come on. Okay. I think after another layer of snow and green for the branches, I think that we're pretty much done. I might try to add color to the background, but a part of me wants to leave it white because someone suggested that to me. I know I don't normally leave backgrounds white, but this is a very delicate piece. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Alright. The paint hasn't dried yet. Just leave that. Alright, I might do some color outside of the edges. Just gotta figure out which color. I think maybe a light purple, perhaps. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, you gotta leave some parts white so that it still looks like snow. And then I can use the paint again to reestablish some paint spots that might have been covered. Maybe add some new ones. And then on Thursday, I'm planning on continuing my playthrough of Pro Skater. I just have to do one more goal to complete the school level. I might have to look up a tutorial on how to do a heel flip gap, but what I do with gaming is I usually try to do it myself, and if I can't, I look up a tip video. Nothing wrong with that. That way I'm not making a fool out of myself multiple streams. Just once every few times. Alright. There's still some parts we might not be able to color yet because the paint is still drying, but perhaps we can try. I encountered a wet area. Oh! That's kind of cool. Check it out. I know they said they wanted to shine like metal, but it's ridiculous. That's a cool effect. Okay. Just trying to reestablish some lines here. The problem with white pencils is they're not always visible. Like, they're not always... I need like a dark green. Excuse me, bro. Okay. Normally, sometimes I use the black Sharpie to reestablish some lines that might have gotten lost. I remember the hardest one was this one, because it was like off to the side and upside down. I was like, oh no, how am I gonna do this? We might have to do a lava break soon. My hands are starting to get hurt a little. Hmm. Okay. I gotta be careful around this one. Got it. I found the silver metallic. I better stop on that area. We have a hole there now. Ugh. Where's the paint? Okay, so I think that we have reached the end. Anything else that needs to be done, such as finer details of the snow, I can always edit. It just seems like, in a traditional sense, that there's not a lot more to do. A little bleed through, but nothing too serious. This is going to be colored in black anyway, since this is the cosmic version of the Cat Noir. So it's going to be covered in like a stars and stuff. So Sorry, I had to bring it closer to me. This corner is giving me a lot more trouble throughout this whole piece than I wanted. Man, now that I've seen this branch at a different angle isn't so bad. I've been looking at it like that. Sometimes you gotta see things through a different perspective. Literally. Let me just turn my camera a little bit so you guys can see it better. Like I said, some of this is going to be left white to give the illusion of snow. And I can color in between the gaps. I want to know how I did that. That was on accident. That's like the perfect icicle. I need to figure out how I did that and do it again. I need to look up painting techniques for snow. So that next time when I do this piece, do something like this again, I'll be ready. Right now I'm just sort of winging it. I'm like, I think it will go here. Alright. So, just gonna do what I did before with the pine cones. Hey Dork, are you in here? Everyone's gone, you can come out of hiding now. If you want to, that is. Maybe he fell asleep. up? How's it going? Welcome to my channel. I do art and games. Today is art night. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been working on this non-stop. I've been experimenting with a different medium than what I'm used to, so it's taken me a bit longer than usual. Oh yeah, I do. It's in my channel info. I have a Twitter and Instagram integration in my info section. Where you can easily access my Twitter and Instagram to follow if you wish. My Instagram is the same as here, same as Twitter. You can reach out to each other. And thank you for reaching out. Be sure to check you out. Alright, I think... Let me see. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.